Hello everyone, welcome, Carl here. This video is about the impact of the 2012 energies in the country of Pakistan. Before we get into the graphics, I want to say that I fully recognize, freely acknowledge that the good people of Pakistan are fighting a life and death battle to maintain and to enhance and preserve their democratic institutions. I say that because in my effort to answer the two questions that I'm specifically addressing in this video, it might sound as if I'm being a little hard on Pakistan. I want you to know that if that appears to be the case, it's something that really just happened as part of an effort to say what needed to be said about an exceedingly difficult and complicated situation. Thank you. This analysis is based on a composite chart combining data from the natal chart for modern Pakistan and the date in 2012 when the Mayan calendar ends. This analysis is intended to answer two questions. The first question is, what will the primary effect of the 2012 energy be on Pakistan? The second question is, should the U.S. become militarily involved in Pakistan? For those who have not yet watched my 2012 video, here is a graphic representation of the 2012 energy. You can see that the 2012 energy is a very potent combination of energy from the 5 outer planets and the Sun. All of this energy is blended in and carried upon a very strong Uranian carrier wave. It is a profoundly revolutionary, transformative energy, and it is very, very intense. This transformative, revolutionary 2012 energy enters the Pakistan 2012 chart at the very cusp of the second house. It forms a fairly exact opposition with Ixion and Quawar. Ixion and Quawar are closely conjunct each other and closely conjunct the cusp of the 8th house. Together they represent a corrupt, ruthless, and very creative and adaptable elite who rule Pakistan by their own corrupt lights for their own benefit. So, at the heart of 2012 related events in Pakistan, there will be a concerted, energetic struggle to root out and eliminate this corrupt elite that rules Pakistan ruthlessly from behind the scenes. With respect to our second question about the possible military involvement of the United States in Pakistan, the first thing we want to notice is a fairly tight conjunction between Pluto and the Sun in the 7th house of the chart. What this tells us is that Pakistan's political leadership are a chameleon-like group. They will conform their behavior, their policies, to the specifications of any ally who is strong enough and wealthy enough to keep them in power. And it really doesn't matter whether you're talking about the US, Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, or tribal warlords. Not to put too fine a point on it, the Pakistani government is in its essence a dictatorship that will do the bidding of the people who support it in power. The next thing we want to notice is this array of other astrological indicators, pretty much grouped up in the upper left quadrant of the chart. The first pair of indicators we see is Mars conjunct Eris, pretty much right on the ascendant of the chart. This describes reckless, brutal, and warlike forces eager for battle, looking for any excuse to engage in warlike activity. Next in line is a conjunction between Lilith and Nessus in the 12th house. These indicators bespeak an ancient and toxic burden of guilt, of rage, of vengefulness seething in the minds and the collective consciousness of these people. This energy is very likely to manifest in irrational, destructive behaviors of all kinds. Finally, at the top of the chart, pretty close to the midheaven, is a conjunction of Chiron and Pholus. This conjunction suggests people who will freely compromise or completely ignore their principles to indulge the whims of cronies, often leading to ruinous consequences. Pakistan is not the kind of place that the United States wants to become involved in militarily. Well, there you see a very delicate, very volatile and precarious situation in Pakistan, in my opinion. I believe that the best thing that the United States can do to help itself vis-a-vis Pakistan, to help the world vis-a-vis Pakistan, and to help the Pakistani people achieve their goals and aspirations is to keep our military out of Pakistan and to help Pakistan by every other conceivable means. Pakistan is the mother of all military quagmires waiting to happen. I sincerely hope that our military planners, our diplomats and politicians can see that. Thank you. Good night.